Hello, everybody. Hello, Deej. I need a haircut. My hair's getting long. Oh, man. Dark, how's it going? It's going good for me. Apparently actually looking at the Iron Man. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting about it. I updated Ship of Harkinian to the new one, but it doesn't have network stuff. So I've kept the old one. You figured that out? Oh. Is there something we have to enable? Hannah, thank you for the lurk. We gotta get the other branch. Oh, I didn't know there were two branches. Damn it, that means I have to do all my settings again, Deej. God damn it. That's okay. No, it's all good. I thought that... I didn't know there were two different branches. Those damn trees. We got the main branch. Oh, is there like a dev branch for it that we need? So maybe our network one is up to date. Or is there an update for it as well?
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive.
Okay. I mean, the quality of life stuff on the new branch is nice. Like the tracker knowing the amount that a shop is for an item and what the items are. It's super nice.
Come on.
3 more days. We shall go back to sleep. Boy, could you imagine just sleeping for 4 days straight? That'd be nice. I feel like I might be almost caught up on sleep at that point. Almost. I'm feeling well
I was
rested.
beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
Yeah, I'm going back to sleep. Good night. I need to wait 5 days in order to attend a funeral, so I'm just sleeping it through. 100% a new version we need. Launching the old one tells you it's out of date. Oh. And you have to just download it? You can't just update it? I wonder if you can just update it. That'd be nice. And then all your settings are there except for like the new stuff.
About time you woke. We have things to do.
Attend the memorial service. All right.
I'm not. But we have not been attacked again.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind. But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny whitecaps on a massive searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
Not even looking at people. Hello, everyone. I guess I should say something, but I don't know. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to say it. Sarah didn't die. She was murdered. Sarah down on the constellation. I'm sorry. Sarah. Never forget the response. Sarah's my friend. She was more than just constellation Sarah. She was best among us. I can say it was just... She was there. She would tell us to keep going, to never stop. I'm going to miss her for the rest of my life, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Going to live with how I'm gonna, and I'll do everything I can to honor her memory. No.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
Okay, yeah, post in Discord, please.
I
I don't often speak about what I believe in. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for them. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from it.
We have setting strings for each of. Oh, okay.
Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
I have a batch rando settings now, so you don't have to. Oh, nice. And then you press a button to like move on to the next one, right? Like a hotkey.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down.
That's a nice quality of life.
Decomposes, gets eaten
Update.
up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we are simply carried away by space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona, or get pulled in some gravitational field and coalesce with other debris. Not comforting, huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still forever. Could you imagine? The fact is that the universe goes on, that life goes on, that things do not just sit still. That right there is the comfort that I need. Yeah, we die, and some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care, not because it's evil, but because it's infinite, ever expanding. And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity, even if it's just for a short while? Listen. We don't worry about ourselves before we were born, do we? Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. And for one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
Wave now with the track you can actually start in the lab each run, but without having to like make a name and stuff. And going through all the opening cutscene. Okay. That's also nice. Is that everybody?
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion. I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... it is not the same. I cannot explain why. I am not sure I am making sense. Thank you. If you are free soon, could we talk?
I just talked to you, but yeah, after.
Hi. No. And don't keep asking. I'm not gonna be, alright? Everything's worse now. So many people here. So many people saying goodbye. we supposed to feel better? Just because we're all in one place? What's the point? It's not going to change anything. I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone. I want to be alone for a while, okay?
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much. Good. Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
I don't believe we've met. Ajay Mamasa, former chair of Constellation. I wish the circumstances of my visit were better. Unfortunately, this isn't the first Constellation funeral I've been to. After 35 years, you say goodbye to a lot of friends. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I feel numb just thinking about it. Sarah meant the world to me. She was the future. I knew it as soon as I met her. Exactly the same as when you met her, I bet. Determined. Fearless. With just a small hint of delight on her face when she knew she was winning, eh? My only problem as a mentor was trying to convince her to be more tactful. Those old military instincts would always get her in trouble. Yes, she could make me so angry, or so happy. We used to joke that we were married. I bet relationships in Constellation are still messy, aren't they? We're more of a family than an organization. All the former lines bleed together. It makes the losses sting harder. But I hope it means the time you had together was all the more important. That's how I like to think of it anyway. Oh yes, I was Sebastian Banks's protege, if that gives you any idea of how long I was part of our little club. Knew him, argued with him, tried to carry on his memory when he vanished. Sebastian will be back tomorrow.
Oh.
We always used to say.
I always talk to Mom.
It reminded us that he was still here, in the bones of this old building.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct. No, I don't. I'm programmed to analyze sensory and biometric data, so I can cross-reference. But I do not feel, as you seem to imply. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming. It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that? I will note that feedback for later.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more. I don't remember. I'm sure I did. I thought when the funeral was over, when everyone went home that night, that it was over. Turns out, sometimes you need more than that. Well, look at us. Two lone wolves howling at the moon on the same night. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half jokingly. Theoretically, of course. Nope, not even for a moment. Funerals are there to remind survivors that they aren't alone. The dead have already finished their part in our story. You're welcome. Let's talk. Don't have any other advice to add at the moment. Let's hope this is the last one of these I need to attend.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back. It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well. You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but... It's comforting, isn't it? You haven't really lost someone. You're just waiting to see them again. And you don't even need proof. You just need to believe it. Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
Is it quieter in the lodge, or is it just me? Death is a bastard. Comes for us all. You know, there's an old Aquila story about two pioneers who got lost trying to find a new frontier to settle. One of them takes ill. Clear he's not gonna make it, he turns to his partner and says, "Don't bury me. Let the ground take what it's due. I'd rather be a ghost chasing after you than walk through the pearly gates knowing an eternity of loneliness until you get there." Sad story, huh? You look after yourself.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea? Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond. Aye.
Aye. I need to find my companion.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation. The artifacts.
Never
That
mind.
doesn't sound crazy,
Sorry.
does it?
Thinking of something else. Yes? Okay. Right.
Captain, hello again. I was uncertain you would return.
Where is she? Where is she?
Oh, sorry. Was just doing some math in my head. Trade the grabs with you.
She's probably not down here, is she? Oh, she must be upstairs.
Love an extra hand. That's quite all right. Maybe another time then.
I appreciate the attempt to pull me apart.
There she is.
Yes? I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. We spoke of the difference between having a purpose and having goals. I believed myself right in the moment and dismissed what you were saying. But thinking more, perhaps I have been arrogant to assume I am right. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. I know. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet... No, that is not what I am trying to say. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea. But therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I appreciate that more than you know. Ah, hello. I'm at your side.
Where the fuck did you go?
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this.
I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm all ears.
You have the
Well,
chance.
okay then.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent. Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate. My soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since. I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon. I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle. I'd like to test that theory. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested? Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. I did not. Part of the problem is that my designers seem to be having trouble agreeing on a plan. I should mention that you're not there to make design decisions. You're there to get the project back on track and help guide them. So, ideally, you're not adding to the problem. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
Let's go find the Curiosity rover. Actually, let's sell stuff first.
Please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
I am not a stalker.
They made it so Tracker can generate new seeds for you? Oh. So if you run out of seeds, it'll just make new ones for you? That's
Even
nice.
without life, there is the potential for beauty.
Didn't mean to shoot you. Alright, we're going back to Neon. Oh no. We aren't.
How you doing,
Oh,
sweetie?
that's nice.
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
Let me guess, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
Holy shit, this ship is fast. See how fast we can get it. Holy shit.
Is open for business. Come aboard and let's see about getting you a solid upgrade.
Oh, that's cool.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Damn, they've added a lot of nice stuff to it.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Ready to do some business?
Walter is quite proud of what his company has accomplished, and for good reason.
I came out of curiosity.
Revolutionary new starship.
Average consumer doesn't need that sort of maneuvering capability. And Mike is saying there are technical reasons your design won't work. Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hello. Hi there. You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Wow, so backhanded. What the fuck?
Oh, I just assumed. You know what? I'm really sorry. I should trust Walter knew what he was doing. My bad.
Even so, we have plenty of designers.
As you probably know,
Oh,
we're
wow,
tasked with
that's
coming up
been
with Stroud Eklund's next
a lot
hit
of
starship.
updates.
But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it. Ah, right, so you mentioned. Let's move on to solving our budget issues then, shall we? We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with? It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything. While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical, and the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs? And would something that expensive actually sell? That sounds good to me, but remember, this ship will have fewer bells and whistles. We're not going to be able to include everything we want. Frank's luxury design has the most expensive components, and we've been having trouble convincing him to move away from that idea so we can stay within the budget. We need his help. Do you think you can get him to budge?
I am right here, you know. I already gave my answer to Jules. We got nothing.
I'm thinking about it.
I suppose maybe I could work with Mike to figure out what sort of components we can put inside the ship to give the consumer a smoother, better ride. I try to be. Fine. I see what you're saying. Perhaps we tone down the luxury aspects a bit. Does it really need so much gold trim? Probably not.
For what it is worth, I believe that is the correct approach. Luxury should not be the goal here. Also, Frank annoys me.
That's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions. Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
Oh fuck, this is a whole fucking more side stuff.
we're making progress now, I guess. It means I'm responsible for making sure our projects are carried through to completion. I'm not the one calling all the shots per se, but I do need to ensure the people making those calls are empowered to do that within the limits the executive set for us. Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess? I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded Freestars. I'm glad you brought that up. No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them. You could be right. There's got to be a better way to pitch the idea. I'll give it some more thought. Thanks. Lots of work to do, but we'll get through it, don't worry.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships? This is wonderful to hear. I hope for all of our sakes that you are not overselling your ability. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine? Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market? No. In fact, I believe Tayo Astroneering already attempted developing a fleet of autonomous limo ships, and it did not go over well. My idea is a little less
Hi, Hannah.
conventional. I believe we should invest in making a dedicated exploration ship, marketed towards citizen scientists. Sure, we and other manufacturers have lines of exploration ships, but none built with the average consumer in mind. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration, fueled by ordinary people like you and me. Thanks. Let me tell you, we would not regret going with my idea. This is a chance to do something that will truly inspire future generations. Okay, yeah. Bye.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
These ships are something else.
Well, what do you expect? The Eklund family is...
Heroes Run, you can open the log in the tracker to see what certain mon stats were. Wow.
Good. Just so
Seems
long
way
as you
more
don't push
detailed
us to
now,
make
which is good.
anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches
Oh,
on the
hell yeah.
engineering side. Let me tell you, all the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around. Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk? I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one. It's truth, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. Reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it. Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea. If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself. Wait, really? I was expecting we'd have to argue a bit more than that. Well, that's a relief.
Sounds good, Derek.
I hope you're being sincere. Because if I can convince them to go with mine, it'd save us all a lot of trouble in the end. Later, mate.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone?
Hi. Need something? Oh, you really want to hear my ideas? I mean, I have an idea, but it's not that great. I'm not even a designer or anything. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht, something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right? I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
Wait, that's how you say that? I thought that was niche, not niche.
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to
Yeah,
chill out and
like
relax.
niche.
I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a
That's
fortune,
niche.
so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
I bet you if I told Bethesda, they'd tell me I need a better video card to learn how to fucking read.
Oh, really? Wow, I am... Thank you. I'm really glad I told you about it. Well, if we end up making it, I swear I'll work up a hell of an ad campaign for it.
Hey Google, how do you say this? Yeah, Google says niche like N-E-E-S-H. don't know if you can hear it, but
okay?
Niche.
see? Bethesda's wrong.
See you later.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
What do you mean Bethesda could never possibly be wrong? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I told Bethesda that they're wrong in saying niche and it should be niche, they would tell me I would need a better video card. Because, you know, like they've got top of the line graphics. It's just not optimized very well.
I did not say that. And yet, if we must play by corporate rules, perhaps my ideas will appeal to you more than my colleagues. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market. I think I understand what you mean. It is not enough to say it's a high-end luxury ship. Who is flying this ship? Where do they go? What is their story? And why do they crave such attention? Oh, thank you. I will think on this and improve on my proposal. Later.
Later, alligator. I don't have space on my ship for passengers? What?
Havershaw can help you if you need anything. Everything's so new here.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Corco, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't my getting around to it, Tone. You understand? We're unlatched. Free and clear.
Fine, okay. I'm going.
toast. Docking procedure is complete.
Ooh, hopefully.
Everything's so new here. I came out of curiosity, but some of these specs, impressive.
Not much going on.
This is going great. Just fantastic.
Versatility may not be what certain customers are looking for.
So you managed to complete a couple different missions. This will give us lots of data to support building a ship that can
Failed. How
tackle a
did it
variety of
fail?
scenarios. Of course, if we build a ship like that, we
They even
may
like
need a
try to
decent
show up?
budget, but we'll
Is
see.
this gonna be like
Thanks
your
for
whole
help.
your keyboard situation
Now, we
all
just need to
over
solve
again?
our interpersonal issues so we can agree on a design. Easy, right? You seem awfully confident for someone who doesn't know how long we've been dealing with this. I've tried everything I can think of besides some sort of hokey team building exercise. So, what do you think you can do differently? Okay, for real. It's mostly been just a bunch of arguing. First, we tried a group brainstorming session, and that went about as well as you can imagine. We tried individual designs, but that backfired.
Can't make it say we'll try again soon, and now it says they're pairing it again.
I could have put my foot down and made a decision, but then I'd be giving up on my idea that collaboration will build us the best ship. That, and I don't want anyone to resign because of me. I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's fair. Everyone goes around the table and makes a cut. That way no one feels like they're the only one being asked to compromise. This should drive us towards a more focused design. And since Walter asked you to take the lead on this, I don't have to be the villain here. So you're sure about this? Great! Let's get ready to disappoint everyone equally. I
That's
thought
a way
it
to
was
put it.
obvious. Until now, that's how it's gone, but no one's relenting. Wait, you didn't mean actual physical fighting, right? Nah. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, everyone. Our friend here, remember, not me, has decided in order to move forward, we're going to go around the table and everyone is going to give up one major aspect of your design. It's the fairest way to do this, and ultimately, I think it's going to make our collective design choices a lot easier. Who wants to start? Okay, fine. I'll go first. I'm willing to cut some of the included hardpoints. It'll mean less firepower, but the consumer can still add them afterwards, I suppose.
You're looking at me, huh? I guess that means you want me to go. Oh, look, I'll be easy. You know I wasn't looking for anything fancy, but if I've got to make cuts, we can reduce some of the cargo bays.
I guess we can cut some of the extra sensors and data collection equipment. As long as this thing can still make it to deep space and back with no problem, I'll be happy.
I'd be willing to give up some of the passenger space, maybe. Yeah, that should be okay.
Frank?
What? I already agreed to cut a significant portion of the luxury features. Remember? I shouldn't need to cut anything else.
Well then, that wasn't so bad. I feel much more confident we can actually build this thing.
Hell yeah. You were gonna get the Elgato one? You were looking at?
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone? Well, we are. Based on the decisions you made, it looks like
nice.
we're going to end up with a very reasonable ship design. I have no worries about the feasibility of manufacturing and selling it. Now that we've addressed all our issues, we can move forward, finalize the design, and get this into production pretty quickly. If you could do us a favor and let Walter know that we're back on track, I'm sure he'll be thrilled. Thanks for your help.
I think that's fair. Holy shit. Ship that is longer than 80 meters cannot land on a planet. Interesting. I haven't set up because I just everything off from it. Yeah. Once you get the desk set up. So are you gonna like just kind of like just get into streaming again with Ironmon specifically, or are you gonna stream other stuff as well?
What the hell are you looking at?
Yeah. Why not?
See you.
We even streamed some Path of Exile with New League, which is what I got. Oh, there you go. Get back to your roots a little bit. Yeah. When I started streaming with Zooters and just Zooter for months and months and months, and then I started getting burnt out and then started playing other games. And I'm glad I started playing other games, to be honest.
Still getting used to this place. Does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
I am fully updated and ready.
I put a lot of time in
I don't care what you have to do to get that. Good to hear.
Starfield, so
I figured as much.
I'm just doing a couple
See,
side missions that are different,
final
and then
zone
like
you sent
main
over
focusing main
before you
stuff,
arrived.
main story.
I've got to say I'm impressed with it. It's a bit safe, but also an elegant evolution of our past designs. I think it's going to be a great addition to our fleet. I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship. Additionally, I want you to have one of the first off the assembly line for all of your hard work. Feel free to pick it up at the start.
I got a free ship.
Thanks again.
Let's go get it. That'll be good. Starting to get closer to finishing Octopath Traveler. I just have one more chapter left for 7 characters. I finished one of them yesterday. I need to do just a tiny bit more grinding for 2 or 4 of the characters, but it's not going to be bad. So I would say if I'm not done next week, it'll be the week after.
100%. Good to go, Cap.
I think. And then I'm gonna do Dream Drop. Yeah, I'll do Dream Drop Distance and then Super Mario RPG, I think.
I hope Core doesn't get too much underfoot.
I don't understand. Am I supposed to hail them?
Is there a way to go
Yeah.
faster than the speed of light?
Do you have them? You gotta get them on Epic, or if you have them on console. If you have console. I wouldn't get them on the Switch though. Because you're cloud streaming them at that point. Oh, you got them on PS5. Oh yeah, fucking. I forgot you had a PS5.
Unknown vessel, welcome to Stroud Eklund. You are clear to board.
What am I supposed to do?
Nice clean dock there.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
have a good day.
Havershaw's in the showroom if you're ready to buy.
I'll decide which model to get.
These ships are nice, but compared to a Trident,
A pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the premier star yard in the settled systems. We may be new, but I think you'll see why everyone's talking about us. Thank you. So, what sort of ship are you looking for? A wise choice.
Let me know if you have any problems.
This place is something else. I can't believe Stroud pulled this off.
We have a state-of-the-art R&D department.
Are you ready to do some business? Right away. Well, I think you'll find we have some tempting options for you. Of course. Stroud Eklund may be new. Absolutely. If you need anything, just ask. Let me show you our stock.
So we got this ship.
Nice to see you again. How can I help? So what we need is aluminum.
Oh, fucking
We need a
course you
medium
need.
shipment. 2,000 units of it.
More?
Excellent. This invoice has the details. Feel free.
I'm not going to be fucking getting 4,000 fucking aluminum. You want aluminum, they want aluminum. I only have like 1,000 aluminum, and I buy all the aluminum I see when I go to shops. Resources, aluminum. I have 1,112. Fuck that. You guys are gonna be aluminumless. Alright, guess we're going back to the lodge.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are clear.
All right, we are going to end the stream here. Tonight, we'll do some Octopath Traveler. Tomorrow, we'll get to do some more Starfield, more story. The goal is to be done Starfield soon and do something else. I think we're getting there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, tonight maybe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.